Hello, we continue to make progress on this end table, and you can see I've got the legs finalized, and if I swing around, I've got all 9 of them in place. Nothing's glued up. I just wanted to show you how I got to this place. So if you remember, we had a blank of wood, and one thing I did on the table saw is I cut this right here, and I've got one spare here, and what that allowed us to do is to slide this into those slots, and that way we get a perfect fit there at that angle. And then I left it a little bit proud so that I can sand that down, and it's also a little long so I can sand the top of the table saw. Then the other thing is the inside of the leg, if I grab my 90-degree square, is perfectly 90 degrees. And then what I did is from this edge right here all the way to the foot, I took off 3/4 of an inch. So to do that, what I did, again, I'm just a real big fan of jigs, is I made a jig here that lets each leg sit in this jig. And then what I did is I ran this jig across a flush trim bit. So the 2x4 sitting on that bearing right there, and then I just ran this all the way across, and that way each leg is identical to the other one. And that's why when you look at the legs, it almost looks like there's just one leg, because they were all cut on this jig, but then we have 9 of them sitting there. So I'll cut the other 27, and then I've also got 36 more for the other table. One thing also this again shows us is I'm going to have to apply finish to this leg, because there's no way I'll be able to get into these little spaces here. So before I glue any of this up, at least on the legs, I will go ahead and finish it. I'll leave the bottom couple of inches without any finish, so that when I glue it up, it'll be sitting on raw wood. But that, and then I'll also do the same here. I won't put any finish down there, but this is looking really good. We're getting very, very close to where we've got a functioning table. So thank you guys for watching. And one thing I was going to mention is I'm going to start posting these detailed videos on YouTube. And if you guys wouldn't mind subscribing to RC63 Woodworking, that way I've only got one place I need to post all of the detailed videos. And then I will, if you subscribe, you'll get to see as I keep posting them. So thank you.